thing's still running. Hold on.
No, we're live. I
Yep,
can't hold on.
I made it.
You did. You
That was
look
close.
high.
It's because I was
Also,
sleeping on my very comfortable couch,
Ooh,
like
yeah.
an old man should.
Classic.
Oh fuck.
You love to see it.
Yeah, sleep is good. Tim, what are you doing?
I'm fixing
Uh,
something. Just talk.
Just please fill this void of nothingness that we're presenting everyone with. Oh my god.
Uh,
That's
Pull
fine.
attention away from me.
oh man. All right, we'll just start with you, Justin. What have you been playing lately, my man?
What have I been playing,
I
buddy?
generally don't know.
I picked up Red Dead Online for $5 on Steam. And that's what I've been playing.
I have seen so many people complaining about it, and then so many other people are like, "Shut the fuck up! It's great." Like I can't.
Here's the thing
I can't.
about
It's $5.
RDO on PC.
Mhm.
You get what you pay for. There's so many issues we've ran into, dude. Like, just like the stupid Rockstar Social Club overlay. Trying to get into matches together has been a pain. They're just like really weird, like rubber banding glitches that will happen. You'll see like different things in cutscenes, but when it works, it's really fun to just chill and be a cowboy and watch your friend get kicked to death by a horse. So it's been pretty chill. I think my favorite thing I've done so far was I think it was we were playing and we had friendly fire on for our posse. My buddy tied me up, caught me with his lasso, tied me up, hog-tied me, and before I could escape, he dropped me in the water on a riverbank. Like, it wasn't deep. It was like a couple feet, but as soon as my character's head went underwater, I fucking died. Like, man, lung capacity back in those days was not good.
When being kinky goes wrong, sounds like to me.
Sure.
Tim, what have you been playing, my man?
Let's see. This week, I've actually played a lot of games this week. I played Doom
Played more
Eternal
games.
a bit. I played Quake 2. I played Apex Legends. So basically, a shitload of arena shooters for some reason. I just realized. I played a little bit of XCOM 2. And yeah, I did try and get back into PUBG for a minute, but
Of course,
can't.
you played XCOM.
Never not gonna play XCOM, okay? Look at all those mods he's
Listen,
got ready for
I
him, waiting.
XCOM for you is what Madden is for me. I get onto Madden so I can say I played a video game and not think about it. Like I can just play it and
okay, I
I
think very hard
score
when I'm
auto.
playing XCOM because otherwise I get butt fucked.
It
I
is a
don't have
very
another way to describe it. It no lube, raw. It's not nice to you. I don't like it.
Are you playing on the hard? I'm assuming you're playing on the hardest difficulty. Knowing
Yeah, with my Space Marine mods and everything.
your 400 or whatever mods.
100
40,000 mods.
Yeah, there you go.
170 something. I'd have to look. It's a lot. It's a
Very
little unstable right now.
amount of of
It was
mods.
fine, and then I downloaded like some more Star Wars mods to
More.
like just add, well, just to add like armor variety to my troops and stuff. Because like it gets boring when it's always like an Imperial Guardsman and then Space Marines. It's like, all right, let's mix up part here or there. Like, all right, this is an Imperial Guardsman, but he's got a Stormtrooper helmet because reason.
Right.
Um, but then like yeah, I broke it, so I gotta fix it. It's fine.
It's not fun.
It's fine.
Anyways, so I actually made a point to play Dragon Quest XI on the Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've never played Dragon Quest. So I was very interested to see how a very popular JRPG would play on the Xbox and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I feel like that would be a good OLED plays stream.
I'll be honest, it's fun. It gives me it's weird because it has the art style of like the original Dragon Ball,
Yep.
just
Yeah,
not
that's
like as
because it
old,
was.
right?
Is it? It wasn't. Wasn't this one like made wasn't it originally drawn by?
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know. I
think
have
he
no
worked
idea.
directly with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
did
worked
he?
directly with it. So
The
there's a
character
reason that it
designs.
looks like Dragon Balls because like the
So
Akira
original Dragon
Toriyama.
Quest. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I ain't gonna know the name. I watch plenty of anime. I don't know any of the anime. um, but yeah, it looks like the artwork is very much the original Dragon Ball. Um, but it's like a original Dragon Ball artwork, and like Final Fantasy had a baby.
Yeah.
Is like the vibes I've been getting because I only have like 2 hours in it, right? And it's I don't know, it's just entertaining, it's some awesome music, dude.
That's what I've heard.
The like Tokyo like orchestra did like the fucking music for it, and it's very just like grandiose and
Mhm.
whatnot, and it's fun to listen to. It's a little annoying at points, um, just because it's like, all right, like, can I get some like chill, like riding on a horse music, not this like, look at this expanse of land. You know
That
what I
is
mean?
very
It's
over
like,
the top.
yeah, yeah, it's
No,
super
you
over the top.
cannot.
Um,
Grandeur.
one of my favorite things to do in the game after I got my horse is if you're sprinting with your horse and there's no sprint meter, you can just run over mobs. Like entire like these little like so like when you encounter mobs, it would normally start like a little battle and there'd
Mhm.
be multiple mobs. Not you just sprint with your horse and you just charge right over them and they all die. You don't get any experience or anything for it, but it's super funny.
Oh, that's
You
a
don't get
cool
XP for
feature.
that?
That's
Yeah,
kind of a
it's just
nice way to like I don't feel like grinding. I just want to get to the next thing.
yeah,
Here I go.
yeah. So yeah, I fucked around
Sounds
with
like
some
a
stuff.
speed run strategy right there.
It's definitely gonna be part of the speed burn strategy. I will say within the first 2 hours, I saw a dragon, right? Which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, it's like so anime, like so over
Yeah.
the top. Like there's this girl in the village that you grow up in, and it's just they have like this scene when it's like, oh, like the realization comes around that you're gonna leave the village or whatever,
Hmm.
and she's just like standing under the tree and like the moonlight or whatever, and just like reminiscing about your old time. It's
Classic
right out of yeah, it's just like straight out of an anime episode, and I was like, we should make Tim play this just to make him mad.
anime
Why would I,
nerd.
why do you think it would make me mad?
Because you're so anti-anime.
I don't like watching anime. I have no problems like
Right, but it's
playing
super
games that
slow.
but
Like
like
it's slow.
Dragon Quest looks like fun to me. Like I enjoy turn-based
Is it on
combat.
PC? I don't know if is it. I'm assuming it's on Game Pass for PC. I didn't even look.
I have an Xbox. It's not a super high intensive game. It'll run
Actually,
on an Xbox One.
the graphics on this game are fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I
no,
was really surprised. It looks great.
yeah, but it's cell shaded, right?
No,
Thought it was. Anyway, it looks like it from
it's
what I've
not.
seen,
Well,
it
I
looks like
guess
it should run on Xbox
I
One.
get. I guess it's not cell shaded as in it's not like Borderlands.
No, it's not like that. But like everything is
Maybe it
sharpened.
is. I don't know. I will say my biggest pet peeve about the whole thing.
Pest peeve.
Yep.
You should call me for
Um,
that.
is like you have a protagonist that you can't edit in any way, shape, or form, and they didn't give him
True.
a voice. Like the
Oh,
only thing you change about it is his name. Like it is just your name. It's like whatever you file name your save file, right? Is
right.
what it turns into. He has 0 lines. All I've heard him do at this point is go once, once. And it was in a cutscene because he got pushed down by a guard. And I was like, what? I was like, what if that was the one? I was thinking to myself, I was like, the entire game, that was the character's only line. It
I
was just a
feel
grunt.
like that's such an archaic design. Like you
I was
nowadays,
Yeah.
it's
gonna
like
say
you have a character, and if you can like choose a name for them, they have a secondary name that the characters
Right.
refer to them as
Yeah.
to
So,
make it
yeah.
work.
So, and that's in the game. They call you the Luminary. Like it's already there.
yeah.
You know?
That's old as hell.
Yeah. I was just like, why? Because everybody else, every other character that's like a main character is voice acted fairly well. That anime girl I was just telling you about,
Mhm.
she can't figure out if she's like from the South or from Ireland, like
Oh,
from the American
it's got a
South or
crazy
from like
accent.
Ireland. Yeah, it's like weird. And there's also this kid that has the same issue at one point, and I was like,
Hang on.
The American voice acting for this is
Wait,
awkward.
wait. Did you say American South plus Ireland?
Or Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes mixed, yeah. It's weird.
I'm trying to understand how those two. As
Yeah,
somebody who
it,
does a lot of
it,
voices, I can't figure out how you get those.
Tim, if you
because
want to give it a shot.
it doesn't happen at the same time. It like kind of
What
fluctuates
do you,
back and forth. Yeah, it's weird. I've been thinking about turning on the
Because one of the
Japanese.
things I've been doing lately is practicing my Irish accent because part of the problem I have is when I do my Irish accent, a lot of the time it'll accidentally transition over to the Scottish accent. I don't know how you go from this to fucking the deep south. I don't know how you get these
You just got to
in
throw a couple
in
y'alls in there, and you'll be all right.
that was real difficult to even like just roll that over in one sentence. That was not. I went from
Yeah, like I
I
said,
went
I don't.
from Dunkirk to Texas real quick, and I don't know how. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of like it's not a negative. It's just definitely like it's noticeable. It's
Mhm.
just kind of like meh.
Yeah.
Might need to turn on the Japanese voices for this. I will say one of the really cool things because Dragon Quest is so old, you can play the whole game in 2D mode.
Oh, that's right. That's a really cool feature.
Right. I haven't done it yet. But I was definitely like, all right, you know what? If I need a little change up, just see what it's like. Um, I don't know. And then I do want to also say one of the annoying parts of the game is you can only save at churches or at like these
Oh,
statues.
certain points. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
That's
bruh,
another
like,
Old.
yeah,
so archaic.
yeah,
Makes
yeah,
me
it
think
is.
of Resident Evil. Find the phones.
The newest
So,
Paper
oh
Mario is
yeah,
like
fine.
that too.
Yeah, I don't know why that's still a thing because I literally I
I
was like, oh, I'm gonna run to the city and do this. And then I was like, I should get off and take this nap before OLIP, right? Like I had that thought process, like, oh, it's almost 6 o'clock if I want to
Mhm.
get some sleep.
But then you have to spend another 20 minutes looking for
So
the save point.
like I just ran from a church, right?
Mhm.
And I was like, I guess I'm gonna run back. And I just had to
Right.
take this 2 minutes fucking
God,
run back to this church and save. I was like,
so
God
dumb.
damn it. But yeah, it is a really good port though overall. Like it runs really well. When you get an achievement in the game, it actually has the end game has its own little, like banner that pops up,
Mm.
and it'll describe the achievement for you, which I thought was a nice touch. Um,
Speaking of achievements, did you guys see the thing about the PS5 when you like an achievement, it records like a clip and the microphone will like record if you're saying anything?
Oh no, that's a terrible idea.
Oh, it's so funny. This dude, he beat some like Demon Souls boss, and it was just a clip of him like screaming in pure joy because he beat the boss. Oh,
Didn't Xbox fuck around? Well, they didn't have the thing enabled, but like when Xbox One first came out, I feel like when you got an achievement, it would automatically do the clip that thing where it would clip your achievement.
oh,
But like it usually didn't turn out as cool as you thought it would.
sure.
You'd watch it back and be like, oh, no, it's not.
The PS4 has the feature to like take a screenshot when you get the achievement, but like 9 times out of 10, it's just like the blank screen that happens before the cutscene or something.
Yeah.
Lame.
but you know what games are archaic in their thinking these days?
Huh.
That is also very Japanese, even though it's not Japanese. Is motherfucking Genshin Impact.
Ooh, but
They rich, bitch, dude. $400 million.
it's very
What is it?
impressive.
It's a
How long has
lot
it
of
been out?
microtransactions. That's
Mhm.
like
Huh?
2 months. Two
Yeah,
months you've
it
been
has.
bugging my ass to play it.
Yeah, barely
Yeah,
any
I mean,
time.
you finally played it, and I left you alone because I haven't been playing it either. It's too
Yeah,
much.
I played it that one weekend, and then I haven't played it since. I'm gonna have to reinstall it on my laptop because that's where I was playing. It was
Mm.
upstairs.
Right. It's a fun game, right? But the problem with gotcha games or live service games like that is like it's just like you could drop off whenever you want because it's not like it's gonna stop. This all gas no brakes. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So it's just like you just drop off, you go play something else for however long, aka Cyberpunk in 6 days. Already
6 days.
So
already
soon.
preloaded onto the Xbox,
Mm.
which I did last night.
Can I preload it while we're talking? Can I actually
No,
preload
you can't preload it till the 7th.
it?
It's just really happy to see it's gonna have a photo mode.
I'm just
It
really
is.
happy it's coming out.
We'll see.
Tim's just mad because he's not one of the people who or he didn't order it physical because he could have got it early.
Mm.
No, see, I don't want to have it early though, like, cause I want to. I just want to enjoy the experience. I'm avoiding all spoilers. I was like, I saw a like 10 things you need to know. I was like, nope, and it wasn't from Game
Right.
Rant, so I'm like, this is all spoilers. Nope, don't want to know about the story. Fuck off. I
I
just want the
did.
game.
That's the best way to do it, honestly. Just avoid
Yeah.
if you want to get it, just get it and try it out.
What was I gonna say? Oh, all right. Hold on. Before we derail the Cyberpunk, are you guys surprised at Genshin's? I mean, this is kind of unprecedented. I can't think of another game that's made $400 million this fast. Like so it
I
cost
mean, I
$100
don't
million
know.
to make the game. It's
So,
made $300 million in profit in
so it
2 months.
it's pretty close to Call of Duty actually, because
You
they're
think?
they're yeah 1.2 billion in a year with microtransactions. It breaks down to about
Oh
300 million a quarter.
Oh wow.
yeah.
So, and that could be higher or lower per quarter. It's probably gotten higher throughout the years. People have been more and more cooped up. So I'd say it's around Call of Duty numbers. Yeah, no, there's a lot of gotcha games and like fucking mobile games that make that format, that freemium format with loot boxes in it is very lucrative if you do it right. And
Very
they've done it right.
popular.
And you know what? I'm going to give them credit because they did it right in a way where you don't feel like you necessarily need to spend money, but it's
Right.
certainly appealing for you to spend money. So you can play the game and not spend a damn dime and put lots of hours into it before you
Right.
actually feel the need to spend money. But they incentivize it in a way that doesn't feel overly aggressive, and that almost makes people want to spend more.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
smart
because
about it.
I mean, I dropped $20 on it at one point. You know what I mean? Just to help me along with some stuff or whatever. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know, but I mean, it's just fun. It's just a fun experience
I think
in
another
general.
huge thing for it is that crossplay. You can just play it on whatever you want and jump over to your other device and keep playing your same
Well,
save.
you can in between PC and mobile. You can't on the PlayStation because
Ooh.
the PlayStation's dumb. Now, I
Oh.
think Xbox. I think Xbox. I really wish it actually was on Xbox. That would be nice, but I'm not surprised because they don't have a lot of well, you can see Dragon Quest, right, is an example, but all you got the Final Fantasy 8, 9, I don't know, Final Fantasy 2 are all on like Game Pass. You can see that Xbox is trying to
Like a
make
dragon.
a and what?
Yakuza like a dragon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Yakuza, but they're trying to get more
All
of those
Yakuza's on there now, right? Or most of it.
No. No,
No.
no,
A, go-
no.
There's a
a
handful.
good chunk of the games. I
There's
think. I think. I
there's 2 or
think.
They're like remakes.
I think Kiwami
Yeah.
and Kiwami 2,
Yeah.
and I think
And
Yakuza
Yakuza
0, and Like a Dragon. So there's 4 of them, and I know there's more games than 4, but like I think there's 4 games on Game Pass. That's ironically, it's
Yeah.
the 3 of those I own from Humble Bundle, and then Game Pass was like, "Hey, how about this?" I was like, "Ah, fuck."
Of course. But, I think it's interesting that, we're just seeing Xbox makes such a concentrated effort to get more JRPGs, RPGs in general, honestly.
They really want to break into the Japanese market though, so they are really
Yeah,
targeting
they
JRPGs.
did.
I mean,
I
are
mean
they? I mean,
Yeah, no, they
Well,
are.
Game
it-
Pass has
That's
tons
why
of shit
they've
on it.
done that's why they've done so much work with Sega this year is they're really trying to advertise more in Japan, appeal more to Japanese players. They're not ever going to match PlayStation to Japan, but that's the one market where like in America, yeah, you get a shitload of people that buy PlayStations, but you also get a shitload of people that it's much more balanced. And you kind of see that throughout other markets as well, but Japan's what the second biggest gaming market in the world, no, third behind the US and China now, right? So
Probably. That
it's
sounds right.
it's a pretty big market to like lose in, and they don't lose by a margin that's impressive. They get shit on in Japan all of the time,
Mhm.
so they're really aggressively going after that market this year, and have done
Um,
seemingly a much better job there.
yeah, I think that would be I don't know. I could subscribe to that a little bit just because there has been the rumors, right, of
With
them
Sega.
trying to acquire not just Sega. There's been other companies, but Sega is probably the biggest name about acquiring a Japanese company and stuff like that. Um, but I don't know.
Should buy Team Ninja.
Outside of Halo and Gears, like their games are generally, unless I'm forgetting because I'm still half asleep. So, um, I mean, most of them are RPG centric, Fable, that kind of stuff. Forza. I always forget about Forza. Forza, however the fuck you want to say it. So,
It's Fable's kind of an RPG, I suppose.
Yeah,
Fable's
a
mostly an
Western
RPG.
RPG, an action
Right.
RPG.
But
Right.
without
When I'm talking about RPGs in general, right? You know what I mean? Not just trying to say JRPGs,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, acquisition of Bethesda, right? And then you're seeing these other JRPGs end up on there. I think it's funny that we've gotten to this point where at one point, and Sony put out something about this recently. I forgot to share this in the chat. At one point, what 5, 6 years ago, single player games are dead. They're dead. Multiplayer games are the future.
EA.
And now Sony came out with a statistic. I don't know what the hell it is, but there's a thing where most of their fan base for the PlayStation enjoys single player games. And then
Yeah.
you're looking at a lot of these games that Microsoft is acquiring. They're probably going to be single player games. You're not going to have your Fallout 76 and stuff like that. That's
The
going to be
most
attached
hyped
to
game in history is a single player game that will have a multiplayer expansion next year.
what
Cyberpunk.
game? Oh yeah,
A multiplayer
And you-
expansion.
Yeah, there's a multiplayer
Yeah,
standalone game coming
yeah.
out next year.
Really?
It was
Yep.
gonna be like they were like, yeah, it's gonna be part of the game, kind of, but it's gonna be a full separate experience. Whether or not it's free to play or a separate purchase is not clear, but there will be multiplayer Cyberpunk next year.
Yeah. So it's just I don't know. I just
How
thought of
wrong
that.
can you
Thought
get
about
that, Electronic Arts, by the way?
What?
They basically fucking killed, well, not, they haven't entirely killed, but they really fucked up one of their best studios that was famous for making single player experiences by making them make a fucking live service multiplayer game that didn't do well after it had made a bad single player game that didn't do so well. And
Honestly.
now they're having project leads and executives of the studio jump ship.
Right. Casey Hudson, general manager, and Mark Dara, executive producer on the new Dragon Age game, both stated they're leaving the studio. They made statements just saying like, hey, we're comfortable with where the game's at. We think it's all good to go. We're just gonna pursue some other things. But man,
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
why
so
they-
bad.
It looks really bad. It's really bad timing.
Yeah. And I think Casey Hudson had left the studio a few years ago and then came back and now leaving again.
He left to work at Microsoft, came back. I think he came back after the mess that was Andromeda. They brought him back. Because I don't think he was there for Andromeda. I think he left I want to say 15. Like maybe it was during Andromeda's development or something like that. And then he came back. And then yeah, like he was one of the obviously like Mass Effect is not his baby alone, but he was one of the original like people working on Mass Effect, and Mark was one of the original people working on Dragon Age, and now Dragon Age 4.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
BioWare's a mess.
It gives me
BioWare magic.
I have Destiny PTSD because that's the first time I really remember where we saw an exodus of like important people to a game, and everybody went, nah, it's gonna be all right. Nah, it's gonna be fine. No biggie, right? And then Destiny 1 came out. And the first 2 hours were great. And then there's nothing after that because there's no depth to the game. And it was like, just play our multiplayer. It'll be fine. We'll release more stuff later. And it's just like, oh, God, this game's shit.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happened with Destiny 2. I don't
Yeah.
think people left. I don't remember if people left or not, but they
I don't
just had
remember.
literally the same mistakes over and over again.
Yeah.
Same exact mistakes they had Destiny 1. So it's just kinda like, you see that and it's just like, like, you
Yeah,
hate to see it.
I really hope that I'm wrong, but I'm like Dragon Age 4 is gonna be just I mean, they're making it during the middle of a console transition. So that usually if they weren't ready for depending on how long they've been making the game, they may have to well,
It's
it's
p
different this
apparently
time
on
around, I guess.
it's apparently only been in development just from they didn't really start talking about it until 2018, after they released Anthem, or in that same time frame, right?
Publicly or privately?
Publicly.
That's what I'm saying.
Privately, who knows? Well,
If
I would think that I don't think they had enough people to really, like, develop
Well,
Dragon Age 4 while they were doing Anthem, right?
BioWare is made up of what, 2 or 3 studios, right?
Yeah, but I feel like, most of them were working on Anthem. I could be wrong, though.
well, they
I mean,
closed
there's a
one
couple
of
years.
them,
Hmm.
so
Right, that's true. Because EA is good about that. "Oh,
Yeah.
you
Oh
didn't
my god.
produce a AAA fucking multi-million dollar game and with, a 93 on Metacritic? You're gone."
yeah, EA is really good at
Yeah.
killing studios.
So, EA is just worried about the bottom line, which is why we still sit here and bitch about Madden and FIFA and all that shit.
And why they're getting sued.
And also why they're getting sued. That is also true. So I didn't see that. Look, I know I put this in chat. I didn't read this. What do you guys think about there being a sneak peek of Dragon Age at the Game Awards,
I
or being
mean,
rumored
I'm excited.
sneak peek?
It's always exciting to see any reveal, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, I given the news from this week, I almost wish they wouldn't because like I don't want to see a review or like a reveal, even a cinematic reveal that makes me go, "Okay, I'm gonna get excited." Cuz like that happened with Andromeda. I remember
Mhm.
the reveal for Andromeda going, "Oh shit, this is going to be good." And then it came out, I was like, "Oh shit. This is not good." I would hate to have that experience with Dragon Age. I would just rather like not have expectations for it. It comes out, it's good or it's bad, but I don't want to get excited about it.
Yeah, I always enjoy watching the show and just getting caught up in the hype of everything, but never so much that I forget the reality of things. Like if you, especially with cinematic trailers, I mean, if you don't show me the gameplay, you haven't shown me
right,
anything really.
right. I worry about story beat, right? Just kind of like where that story is gonna go. Because yeah, Dragon Age 1, which was fucking phenomenal. Oh my god, love Origins, right? That's one of the few RPGs that I've played all the way through
More than
and then
once.
started it. Well, I didn't make it through the second time, but I did try. I don't even try very look, I don't even make it through the first time most often because I got ADD when it comes to video games. Um, but especially these days, Game Pass, Jesus Christ. Um, fucking but yeah, like I just it's one of the few Origins was one of the few games, and then I never played Dragon Age 2, but from everything I understand, because I went to basic during that time. So, but from everything I understand, story sucked, and it was just very different from Dragon Age 1. Um,
It was very different and
like they tried to change up the combat,
Oh yeah.
basically.
it felt jarring and they tried to do I guess I haven't I haven't touched Inquisition and I never played a lot of Inquisition, so I can't really speak to as if they did this in Inquisition or not, but they tried to pull a Mass Effect where unlike in the first one where you were, whoever the fuck you wanted to be,
Right.
they tried to do the whole shepherd thing with
Yeah.
Hawk.
Right. Right.
And I was like, I mean Hawk was okay, but like it's weird to
I
go
like I like
from a voiceless protagonist to a voiced protagonist in the same series.
Yeah.
yeah. Um, well, and then you had Dragon Age 3, which I think won Game of the Year that year. I could be wrong.
It may have won a game of the year. I don't think it won the Game Awards game of the year, but
But anyways, yeah. So, and Dragon Age Inquisition was fun. Um, I liked what they did with it. It felt like an actual natural progression from the original formula from the first one. Um, a little bit more open world, you know what I mean? Not so gated with the levels and stuff. So it's just kind of like it feels like that you could get a little hit and miss, right? You could get an Origins or an Inquisition, or you could get more of a stinker like Dragon Age 2. And that would probably end the studio. So stakes aren't high. Everything's
I,
fine.
I can eat my words here. BioWare's Dragon Age Inquisition took home the top prize for the Game of the Year at the first Game Awards. So it did win at the Game Awards.
Yep. Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition's fun. I was not well, they're all on Game Pass now, just FYI.
Everything's on
Eh,
Game Pass.
dude, it's so good. I love it. I love being like, ah, it's on Game Pass. I can just play it on Game Pass. But I already own all three of them. I actually bought all three of them digitally because that is something I've wanted to do at some point. Whenever I can get my life together, is like, and I've tried to do it with Origins at one point where I just stream or record me playing through all three of those games. Because they're good. They're good times. They're fun. So
I remember at one point I did like the Awakening, the like DLC where you play as one of the what are they called? The demon things for the first one.
The guys who shoot up demon blood.
Darkspawn.
The Darkspawn. You play as Darkspawn in some of the DLC, and it's like I like playing through the first siege in the city, like just using the abilities of the Darkspawn. Like it was a lot of fun. I sometimes do that, just that first area, like just for shits and giggles.
Is it like Helm's Deep from the Two Towers video game for you?
Oh my god.
But
Dude, that was one of the best video game.
yeah,
They
actually,
should that was one of my favorite video game moments from like that
they
era.
they honestly should remaster those games.
I just
Those
saw
games
a
were
post
fucking
talking about
great.
how they need to do that.
I would just remake them at this point.
Like Warner Brothers could make so much money off that.
That'd be
They could.
huge.
Since
So
they
many.
own the Lord of the Rings license. Can you imagine like those games with like say the Shadow of War combat system
Yo.
in them?
Yeah.
Yeah, being
That'd be
Legolas
perfect.
on
It'd be
Helm's Deep.
so
Fuck yeah.
good.
Yeah, it'd be good. It would be good.
Instead, they tried to make a Lord of the Rings Battlefront game where you only fought like 3 people at a time.
I don't want to talk about it.
Me neither.
We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Was that wasn't War in the North, was it?
I can't remember the title. Maybe. Too disappointing to remember.
If that was War in the North, I actually kind of enjoyed it, but it wasn't great.
I think the biggest flaw was just the limited number of people you fought at a time.
I think you're right, Tim.
Was
Was
it
that the
War in the-
last Lord of the Rings game?
That's no. There's did that come out before online?
After
That came out after
Lord of the-
online.
Lord of the
By the way,
Rings.
you can still play online.
Lord of the Rings Online came out before I joined the military.
Lord of the Rings Online is still a thing. It's like WoW, but for people who are Tolkien nerds. And
Yeah,
it's not
dude.
WoW. It's not
That's
even close
true.
to WoW. It's not
Yeah,
even
It's
a
not.
little bit like
No,
WoW.
it's not.
It's more like,
Um,
a more middle of the road MMO.
Yeah.
I like that. I played that a bit. The mods would do like in-game quizzes occasionally of the actual like Lord of the Rings lore. Is really fun.
Oh, you can't buy Lord of the Rings War in the North on Steam anymore.
No, I'm not surprised. That game's old as hell too.
Well, it's also a Warner Brother game, and
We went over how Tim likes to buy decade-old games.
Yeah.
I do. I don't get the purpose in pulling it down. The purpose in pulling it down is they don't want to hurt sales for Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor when it came out. But like Lord of the Rings War in
hey,
the North
Tim.
was not a fucking threat to Shadow of Mordor.
Tim,
What?
Tim. Stream on Twitch says we're Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
God damn it. I've been having
Got
issues
'em.
getting it to actually update lately. Like it'll say information updated or whatever.
It lies.
It also gave me like 30 messages that says welcome to the chat room for some reason. Don't know
Well,
why.
the
Twitch
stream hasn't
problems.
we haven't dropped frames and the stream hasn't dropped out. So that's yeah, it actually says Olet plays FNAF 2.
Yeah,
And so the title did it
didn't
fucking update?
at all. Not even a little bit.
Did it?
Okay.
Is it still? It's still not.
Let me no. It says OLED now.
But
It's
does it
just
still say
it's
we're
just
playing Five Nights at
yeah.
Freddy's?
Let me refresh it.
Guess we better start playing. Jeez.
No, God, no. I don't have no. Yeah, it's still
Oh
says 5
man.
minutes.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to do it through the dashboard since it's not working
Uh,
in OBS.
well, then we'll go back. Okay, we'll go back to Cyberpunk now. I just want to
Okay.
make sure we got through our. Oh, actually, before we hit Cyberpunk, wildest theory about the monoliths. Okay,
Okay.
because you've had them in Utah, you've had them in California, and then there's some other European spot. Right? Was the last one right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What was it? IGN posted it earlier. I look this shit is crazy to me. Like what the hell? All right, I'm gonna mess up the cameras real quick on my
It's
stream.
just a fucking like art project thing.
Nah, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
There's no way.
The dude who
Romania,
did
California,
the
and
dude who
Utah.
did the dude who did
Romania.
the dude who did the original one in Utah already came out and like talked about it.
Someone
Did he?
claimed.
Yeah. Like it's a thing. You can Google it.
All right. Well, thanks for killing my vibe, Tim.
Well,
I
Cody, my
mean,
theory
Hey,
is that
even have fun with it. Come on now.
this is the new
Alright,
Bermuda
you
Triangle.
know what it could be?
It has
It
expanded.
Here's some
The Bermuda-
wild conspiracy theory shit. It's an undercover advertisement for an upcoming video game title we don't know about.
Oh man, yeah.
Actually, you want to know what? That was my
like
first
that.
thought.
Really
I thought it was a advertising campaign. I really
That'd be,
did. Like
Bungie
when
level.
There. It
like
should
yeah,
be
when
updated now.
it showed up it did update.
I had to
When
do
it
some
showed
stuff.
up in Utah, that was my first thought. I was like, "Oh, I wonder if this is like for a movie." You know what I mean? Like that was my thought process. And then it was like
Independence
then
Day 3.
any yeah, or I don't know. I don't know. But then you had those guys take it down, I guess.
Hmm.
Those dicks. It was just
How
because it was
dare
like some randos. You know what I mean? It was just like
Oh,
if it
really?
ain't hurt nothing, yeah, it was just some random dudes just took the one down in Utah.
They didn't like it.
Wait, what's the prevailing religion in Utah? Isn't it Mormon?
Mormonism?
Yeah, that's probably why.
For
I'm
work
gonna blame
purposes, will not comment.
I'm gonna blame it on them because they probably didn't like it. Let me look. Utah monolith photographer explains what happened.
I was gonna jokingly be like, "Hey, let me call one of my Mormon friends real quick. I
Oh,
actually have those."
I actually don't think I am friends with anybody that's Mormon. At least not to my knowledge.
I know,
Oh,
just based on the industry I work in, I know a lot of Mormons. That's not even a joke.
Do
Yeah.
Mormons
lot of
hire
Mormons working-
exterminators a lot?
Not quite. I can explain it to you off stream.
Okay.
okay. Okay.
Leave that
Anyways,
mystery
I
for
think
later.
look, I think my meme in the chat summed it up the best though. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's
Oh, yeah.
aliens.
Already.
I want to see that guy come out with like a theory of what those things are.
Oh, he
'Cause
will.
it'd be
It's already
great.
done.
I know.
He's already
love that
working on
guy.
the next
I
episode.
know. I know. Just the crazy
The
hair
ancient
and
aliens guy.
everything. Yeah, dude.
So
I
wild.
love Ancient Aliens. it's such good like Ancient Aliens is a good
He's
show. in
wild in
general.
outer space.
It's top tier
Yeah.
television.
It is. And it's better like I don't know, like for me it's like that's the crazy shit I like to watch on TV, right? Where it's
Mhm.
just like not the fucking what was the tiger thing earlier this year? That
Tiger
was very
King,
2020.
right?
Yeah, Tiger King. Like
Yeah.
I don't watch that shit. I do not want to
We
popularize
watched
that
that.
shit. I'm sure you did. I'm not watching that.
I
That
didn't
shit
want to,
is
but,
IQ
like,
dropping stupid.
Here's the thing. I didn't want to. I wanted nothing to do with it. Then we were laying in bed, and Sarah started watching it on her laptop, and with the speakers on. I was like, "What the fuck are you?" And then I couldn't look away, and then we watched the entire goddamn series.
And I couldn't look away.
It's kind of fun to be taken in by the cultural zeitgeist like that.
Dude, it's like
Yeah.
it really was like watching a goddamn train wreck. You
Yeah.
don't believe
slow
that these
motion.
people are real, and then you see them, and then you Google them, and then no, they're real.
Hold on, isn't Carol Baskins getting her own spinoff?
Oh,
Probably.
I
that
don't know.
bitch
It's just
Carol
wild.
Baskins.
I don't know, dude. But anyways, Cyberpunk. So, I was in the same mind as y'all earlier, going into Cyberpunk as fresh as possible. But I did see some videos from the Cyberpunk official website, um, where they kind of broke down like some of like the history, right, of just Cyberpunk in general.
Mhm.
Because I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
this was kind of lost on me. I never really thought about it, but it's a D&D type thing, right?
Yes,
You know what I
tabletop
mean?
RPG. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I wasn't tracking that. I was just like, Cyberpunk looks cool as fuck. You know what I mean? And so I watched a couple videos, one with them with the creator, whose name I'm forgetting. Um, shit. Anyways, the creator's in it, right? Explaining just kind of explaining stuff, and this like kind of the backstory. He explained who Johnny Silverhand is, right?
Mhm.
And what like kind of leads up to 2077 and stuff like that. And so I mean it's just cool. I didn't want anything spoilers for the actual game. So I think there's an IGN video. They were like, hey, this could be considered spoilers for the game. So if you don't want to listen to it, 3, 2, 1, and I skipped it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not watching that. I don't want spoilers for the actual game, but knowing a little bit of the backstory of the world, or having, I bet you there's going to be a lot of like little nuggets in the game where it's going to be like,
Oh, yeah.
if you've played the D&D style or tabletop, right? You're gonna pick up on some stuff that like just this console players and PC players wouldn't know,
Well, and
just in conversation and stuff. So
with it being a CD Project Red title, there is one character in the project art that does look suspiciously like Siri, and I do keep hearing rumors like people are speculating that you can run into Siri in the game. I'm like,
Mhm.
probably not, but I'm like, there's definitely gonna be a character that looks like. So that's cool enough as it is.
Mhm.
Johnny Silverhand is, by the way, like if
Elena
you like
Pierce is in
get
the
into
game.
the lore, yeah, a lot of Pierce is in the
Alana.
Co Carnage.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's yeah, Co Carnage is in the game. Do you guys know who Co is?
No.
I've heard the name. I don't really know who he is.
He's a Twitch streamer. Really good guy. Does a lot of like charity stream stuff. Co's awesome. Co's really fun to watch. You guys should check him out. He does do a lot of. He used to stream a lot of like Dark Souls stuff. He's a variety streamer, but he'll like pick a game, play it for a while. He's played a little bit of everything. When I was watching him a few years ago, it was a lot of like Dark Souls stuff, and it was really cool.
Hmm.
So that's probably
But
why
yeah,
you were watching them.
I mean, I like watching Dark Souls streams. They're enjoyable.
You're like, oh, people I can share my pain with.
Yeah, not
Depends
a
on the streamer,
masochist.
dude. I was watching this guy who I got linked to. He was doing like a no death run Dark Souls 2. And it was like a competition. Like everyone started streaming at the same time. And then, every time you die, you would like get more time onto your run. And so this guy was asking his chat, like, hey, let me know when someone dies. And he was trying to read chat while he was jumping down the well in Majula, and he died. And he just like got so mad. And he's like, wow, chat, why do I even ask you anything? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, why would anyone watch this guy? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, some guys are just assholes, but like Co is not that. He's one of those guys who like when he fucks up in a game, he'll just make jokes about it.
I think
Or like
that's
if a game,
the way to go,
yeah, like
rather than
it's just
attacking your viewers.
yeah, like the Dark Souls rage can be real. I've felt that, but
I've
taking
seen it.
it out on your
Ultimately, that's the
chat.
thing about Dark Souls.
I've seen you rage quit out of Dark Souls, and it's
But see, when I do it, it's more like it's more like I just get quiet, and it's just like you just
no,
see
you
the-
went. You just went. Nope, nope, nope.
Yeah, there's that too. Yep,
You're
that's
so
happened.
mad. I do the same thing though. If I get really mad, I'll just be like, nope, I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
There's too
games
many
are
video
supposed
games
to be
for me to
fun.
put up with this shit. That's exactly what it is. Which is
Are
why I've never
they?
made it through a Dark Souls. I mean, not for Tim,
Yes.
because Tim is a masochist when it at
I
least comes to
think
video games.
I am not a masochist. Okay,
When it comes to video games, you are.
I'm starting to sound like fucking Markiplier over here. I'm not a masochist.
Speaking of him, did you guys see he's in the hospital?
No, he's not anymore. He pooped.
Something about pooping.
Oh, did he poop?
Yeah, he pooped.
I don't know.
Hashtag
I don't know.
he pooped.
He tweeted, "I pooped," and it was trending. Like, it was funny because like, all right, for backstory, for those who don't know, he went into the hospital because he had an intestinal blockage.
Hmm.
So they didn't let him eat. It didn't require surgery, and if he could have a bowel movement, they were going to release him. So he tweeted, "I pooped," to tell people he's going home. It wound up fucking trending, and I couldn't help but make a joke about it. And so I put on Twitter, I was like, "Markiplier tweets about pooping, it trends. I tweet about pooping, you block me, it gives."
It's true
I'm
though.
just saying.
It's true. Yeah, I
There's
started
good shit
watching
and
like
there's
his.
bad shit, you know?
It's true. Also true. Yeah, I remember I started watching his video like because I've watched a lot of his 3 Scary Games videos
Yeah, yeah.
um recently because it's good content to watch, or I can just fall asleep to it and not give a fuck. Either way, you know what I mean? Still
Mhm.
good time. And plus I'd never been a Markiplier like fan or really like watched any of his stuff until Tim shared one of his videos in the chat one day. I think it was him playing Phasmophobia.
Mhm.
And then I was just like, just been kind of like watching some of his backlog and stuff. But yeah, I turned on his update video of him in the hospital and he started talking about needing to poop. And I was trying to eat and I was like, all right, never mind.
Oh,
I'm done watching this.
bad
I was
timing.
like, I'm not. Yeah, I was like, I'm not. I was like, I thought he like broke his leg or some shit, because his face looked fine and everything. And it was just like, I don't know. It was just weird. So,
It's
um,
probably like the third time in the year in this year he's been in the hospital.
what?
Yeah, it's probably
Why are you
about the third time.
smiling about this?
Because there's always funny stories behind it.
My God.
And he's fine. Clearly, he pooped. So what's
Yeah,
the
but I
big
don't
deal?
know. My mom sent me a crazy ass video the other day. Um,
About poop?
so no, this something happening to a dude on video, and it was just like, oh shit. Like, look, guys, there's OSHA for a reason. Follow it. All right. I'm just gonna put it that way. If you guys really want to know, I'll share the video with you, and you can be slightly shocked, like I've been the past couple days. So, um,
Will I though?
I mean, you want to see a dude's head pop off?
No.
Oh no! Nah, nah,
Yikes.
nah, 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 nah. Oh,
Yeah.
can I just say, going back to the monoliths real quick? I know this is random, but I just saw something on Twitter. I saw a picture of an Xbox Series X, and I was like, what if it was actually
A Microsoft campaign?
a Microsoft ad campaign? Like,
Yeah.
Introducing our new Xbox cases.
it's like one of those scratch and sniffs. Like you gotta scratch it off with a coin, and it's actually just like black underneath with a disc slot and the white
Oh my
Xbox
god.
logo.
That'd be great.
It'd be cool. It'd be good.
It'd be
It'd be
so
good.
stupid, but
There
it'd be
have you guys
funny.
seen the guy, have you scrolled through a Twitter recently and seen the guy making his Cyberpunk, Series X?
No?
Oh my god, dude, that thing is fucking amazing. It looks
Like a
great.
custom shell kind of a thing or what?
Yeah, yeah, it's got laser engraving and stuff, and
That's cool.
it's, like, colored and with, like, yellow and whatnot. It's good as shit. And, like, the bottom where the little, I wanna say plate, but it's not a plate. It looks like a plate, little circular dealio. It has, like, a samurai logo or something on there, some shit like that. I don't know, it's pretty cool. Oh, man. Well, boys, I think this is the first week in a while we don't have something just, fill up an hour and a half, even
Oh,
though it's
look at
only supposed to be
that.
an hour
Oh
an
my
hour
god.
podcast.
Would you like me to just rant about something random for a half hour? Because I'm very careful.
We
Yeah,
know.
I mean, you are good about that. I have a feeling it's gonna be about something tech related again.
Nah. Yeah, the update on
I
that is that you still can't buy anything. So what's the point?
That's not an update, that's just a constant.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, what's the
Uh,
point?
yeah.
Wild.
I did have a question for you guys actually. I just remember this. What do you guys think about Warner Brothers having all their movies coming to HBO Max for the next year? Got
Smart.
17 movies. Um, and
On the
I
day of
guess
release, it's a good way to get more subscribers on your program.
Mhm.
well, I guess I was more curious how you felt about it with the movie industry, like going to the movies type deal.
That's old.
Do you it, d- do you, do you feel like it's old? Do you feel like it's an outdated thing to want to go to the movies now?
When's the last time you went to a movie other than on release day and it's been full?
Full?
It's usually like me, Sarah, and like 3 other people in a
Well,
theater.
it's normally not that empty when I go.
Dude, I've been like even in the Mall of America movie theater, like it's
Right.
usually not super busy. And it's yeah.
I think the last movie I went to is probably the last Star Wars movie, or maybe the one before
Oh, I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't the last one. The last one's bad.
That's the only one I haven't seen in theaters.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it, Tim. I'm
I said in
telling you.
theaters, in theaters, in
Me and
theaters.
Tim were
No,
just before you were in here, we were talking about Star Wars and
The
how the
Mandalorian.
movies were like, they're okay.
They're
How the
okay
man
because they're more Star Wars.
how the Mandalorian has basically upstaged that entire trilogy.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think you meant the entire franchise.
I don't
Close.
know about the entire franchise. The original trilogy, I think you'd have a hard time saying the Mandalorian's better than that.
They're both good in their own ways.
Tim, I think you're being recency bias. I think
I'm
that's probably
not.
what
I
it is.
literally just watched the old trilogy. There's the original 3 movies are my favorite movies ever.
Okay, then how is the Mandalorian better?
More
With no
cohesive.
spoilers. No
More,
spoilers.
no spoilers. More cohesive story.
Okay.
What? What's more
More
cohesive?
No, I'm just hold on. I just want to hear his reasons. I'm just curious. Because
it, it,
I'm not a Star Wars fanboy. Let's put that out there,
Okay.
right? I casually like Star Wars.
I am.
I know you're a Star Wars
It
fanboy.
does have better dialogue. There's no question about that. And that has a lot to do with John Favreau writing it instead of George Lucas. George Lucas is very good at world building. George Lucas is not very good at character development. So that was something that was very much a struggle bus in the original trilogy, in my opinion. And that's even further highlighted in the prequels. Like that's just bad dialogue all the time. Um, I don't know. It's just like I feel like the original trilogy will always be my favorite movies ever, like hands down. But they have more opportunity to tell more stories in a film setting, and I think that they've just nailed it on pretty much every single episode. Each individual episode tells a more cohesive story that makes more sense from start to finish. There are too many things in the original movies that you can, if you want to, look at it from a logical perspective and go, but why? And kind of fuck yourself up and take yourself out of it. I don't, because it's like not the point of Star Wars, but I think that they do a better job in that light.
Yeah, I would
Justin's about to
say
try and come
no,
at me
no,
with
no.
logic.
The Mandalorian, the first season especially, did such a good job of each episode being its own self-contained thing, with a little bit of this overarching plot creeping in. And honestly, some of the episodes of the second season I have not been into because they're just like pulling back these old characters who I don't really care about and trying to make the plot this bigger deal. And it loses some of that cool sci-fi western cinematic-ness that I felt in the first season. But still amazing. The tonight's episode is the best episode of the entire series for me personally.
Here's why I think the way I think about Mandalorian versus the original trilogy. And again, I say that as that was my goddamn bedtime movies. Like I still watch those on a every other month basis, the original trilogy. Um it's there are enough people that you can go through and say every single episode of the Mandalorian there's somebody will be like that was the best one ever, right? And you you're not going to find you generally speaking people are going to be like what's the best Star Wars movie ever made? Most people are going to say either Empire or Return.
Yeah.
You're not even going to get a lot of New Hope in there.
The Phantom Menace. No, I'm just kidding.
If you want to go by the
Solidarity.
best lightsaber fight in a movie, you might get me on the Phantom
Yeah.
Menace.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god. Duel
Darth
of the
Maul.
Fates, baby.
Yeah. John Williams is a god.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There you go, Cody. There's your random half hour of us talking about Star Wars.
Perfect.
That was like 10 minutes.
I know, but we could easily keep going.
That's true. Because I did want to say, so I've watched first 4 or 5 episodes. How many episodes in the first season is it when they're doing the little shootout to get out of town?
Oh, I don't.
After they've already after the thing with the robot.
I was gonna say which time.
Yeah. After the time with the robot.
Okay, but it
When
happens
when
more
he-
than once.
Well, I think this would be the second time.
So like towards the end,
I don't know how many episodes is the first season. I don't
8.
even know.
8.
Okay. Yeah.
pretty
So
sure-
yeah, I was like,
Oh.
I was. It's after he fights the Beastie, right? He's got little baby Yoda.
Okay.
He fights the Beastie, and then he goes back, right? And then has guilt, and then he's like, "Fuck this, rescue time."
Right. Yeah.
That's like 2 or 3.
Well, anyways, that's where I dropped off in the middle of that fight. Because you want to know what that story is? It's a very good video game story. I don't find it very good. I don't find it very good TV. Like it's cool. It's all right. I'd rather play it as a video game. You know, like it's definitely like I don't know.
You still got a PS2?
Oh, buddy.
I technically
Suggest
do, but
it.
it's the
Do it.
mini.
You technically
It's the
do?
mini. It's the mini. So I don't think the disc drive actually works.
If you can find a functioning one, I would say get on Amazon and order Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
Or
It's the Mandalorian, but you're Boba Fett.
or I could just
Django.
emulate it on the Series X.
Are you Django? Is it Django?
It's Django, dude.
I have it back there. I could go look. I think you're right. I think
Yeah,
you're
it's
right. I think it
definitely
is
Django.
Django.
I don't know, but I'm not saying that it's bad. But then you got the recent tie-in that they did with some of their other shows.
Right. The tie-ins are actually what I was the most worried about with this. And I think the
Right.
more tie-ins that it gets, the more opportunities for it to be bad there are.
Right, but that also
But
reminds
so
me more and more
far,
of a,
they've done a
more
good
and
job.
more of a video
Pretty
game,
good,
right?
yeah.
It just reminds me more and more of a video game. You got a cameo in one of the TV shows in the
I
video
wonder
game, right?
if we're gonna
It's
get.
it's just such a video game story.
It could be a video game. They could definitely adapt it.
It should have just been a video game.
You
in
could
my
100% say that about the most recent trilogy too. By the way,
Yeah,
Ray-
honestly.
Ray
No.
is just your protagonist character in the video
Bunch of
game.
fetch quests.
Well, right, maybe, but the story's garbage, so I would say no. You know what I mean? Like honestly, the last like really enjoyable Star Wars thing that I watched was the Rogue Squadron,
Rogue Squadron
and
was good.
that was a very enjoyable movie. But other than that,
Do you mean Rogue 9?
no, or not. Yeah, the movie Rogue 9. Is that what it?
I
Rogue
said
One.
Rogue 9.
It's Rogue One.
Rogue One. Why did I say
Rogue
9?
One.
Rogue One.
Yeah,
Rogue
yeah,
One.
Rogue
Yeah.
Hi Ben,
Rogue
welcome
One.
to
Rogue
the
One's awesome.
Misname the
What's up,
Movie
man?
stream.
Yeah.
I've done that a lot tonight. Just like had a random little detail of Boba Fett. It's Jango Fett. Is it? You're right. Oh, focus.
We're all trying to
So,
focus them.
No, I was talking to my
Yeah.
camera.
yeah.
Bad.
So I just yeah, I haven't watched anything Star Wars related I've been thinking about watching the anime cartoon, whatever the fuck you want to say, because that's
Clone
apparently
Wars or
super good.
Rebels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
either
they're
both.
they're
Yeah.
pretty good.
Did you just call it an anime?
It's
Anime or cartoon.
animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's
it's
my thing.
definitely not Japanese.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I don't differentiate between the two. Other people do. They're both fucking animated at the end of the day. Just because it's not made in Japan doesn't mean it's not animated.
So
right?
by your logic,
all of it's animated. The only reason there's the name cartoon is to name a Western anime. That's literally all it is.
are we talking about hand drawn and then also CGI counting as this?
I mean, you don't think that anime used to be
Because
hand-drawn?
then by your logic, well, no, I'm saying that it is.
and done CGI now,
So wait, by this logic, Toy Story is an anime movie. Got it.
I mean, it could be. It's animation. That's all
Justin?
anime stands for.
You can use the word however you want. Anime is traditionally used to mean Japanese animation.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just don't differentiate. Like I don't have
Okay.
I don't care that much. So
I don't give any flying fuck. I just thought it was interesting because I've seen people get very offended by that type of
I
take.
know. I know. People
Not
like to
looking
say
at Dakota.
Avatar. Avatar is not an anime. Well, fucking look, it's still one of the best TV shows that's ever been put out there for a lot of people. So I don't care what the fuck you call it. It's good. You know, like
Yeah,
Samurai
going back
Jack
to Star
is totally
Wars.
an anime now.
I think the best Star Wars stories that I've experienced have been in the books that I've read in the expanded universe.
didn't all they get retconned though?
Shut the
Everything's
fuck
there,
up.
there's so many like tiers now.
Why
I
are you
believe
telling me
there's,
to
like,
shut up? I'm asking a question.
There's
I'm
like a
so
tier
mad that,
list
like-
of canon now.
Yeah,
where
like some
live
of it,
action's
some
at
of
the
it
top,
did.
and then it just like trickles down.
Yeah, we're not sure. Honestly, Star Wars fans, we all suffer because they're like, yeah, the expanded universe is no longer canon, but then they're like adding in bits of the expanded universe to the official canon. So we're like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
canon? What's not?
They kind of-
Basically, the only thing that we know is not canon is Luke Skywalker's children, because they just did that exact same storyline with Rey and Ben.
Yeah, they really handpick whatever they want out of the expanded universe to be canon now.
That's dumb.
It's kind of confusing and sometimes frustrating as a fan.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is, but it's also something that, like, have you guys read a lot of 40K books?
A handful.
I think a lot would be generous.
Yeah.
They've retconned a lot of their own shit when
Yeah.
and they'll do it when they
Right.
release a new edition. It'll be like, yeah, but this stuff's
Whoa, that are you talking about?
Tim froze.
Tim? Oh no, the stream
Uh-oh.
stopped. Uh-oh.
I think what Tim was getting at was 40K does a good job of just saying anything that contradicts the other thing is just a legend.
Well, I feel
like
like
everything's from that perspective.
right. I feel like that only happens though a lot of the time when it's for the tabletop stuff. I don't feel like that's so much with their books, but I could be wrong.
I mean,
I've read the Gaunt Ghosts and stuff.
mhm.
Hold on, Ben's asking if the stream stopped.
Oh boy. Twitch die. Maybe Tim's internet died.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I think a lot of IPs will have like they'll keep like a lore Bible to try to keep everything straight now. And so like
Right.
I know Star Wars does this where authors have to submit things.
I see the bars. Sorry, Justin. I saw the bars come up.
I like this close up. It's like high def Tim.
Hi.
Hey buddy.
Did your
What
computer
happened?
Uh, yes.
Tragic.
die? Oh, now he's delayed now too.
How bad?
I don't know, 10 seconds.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm delayed by 10 seconds?
Meh.
It's not
Give or take.
10, but
The 10's probably too much.
generous.
Yeah.
I'm scared now.
That was great. We'll clip that.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm here,
Yeah,
technically.
good to see you.
Yeah, so what happened? It died?
I was fidgeting underneath my desk with my feet, and I accidentally unplugged my power strip.
Tim, you're worse than a cat.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I originally, when I set up my computer, I had my power strip right under my feet. And then I thought about that and I was like, man, what if I just like kick this thing? So now it's like tucked away as far away from me as I can.
It is tucked like away, but like I just like my foot just caught the cord and just
Tragic.
and my earbuds are almost dead. So
Well, that's fine because it's almost time to wrap up.
Yeah, we should just wrap up. You got any closing thoughts there, Tim?
Play more games. I won't. I don't think I won't have my Audacity recording, by the way. So we'll have
That's
to
okay.
Dun,
my
dun.
audio from a stream.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any closing thoughts for you, Justin?
Yeah, I am really excited for the next 2 episodes of The Mandalorian and seeing if the rumors of a spin-off for the featured character of tonight's episode is a real thing or not.
They're doing a spinoff for a spinoff.
Hell yeah.
I'm hoping that the spinoff that there is actually a series that was supposed to get made, and then the Mandalorian got. I don't know how much I can say about that. Let's just say there was a story called Star Wars Underworlds that was going to focus on a particular bounty hunter that got canceled. Hoping it's no.
Somebody.
Okay, well, I don't have any idea what you're talking about, but
Good.
somebody out there probably does. I will say, give Dragon Quest a try if you have Game Pass. If you don't have Game Pass at this point, especially
What are you doing with your life?
Game Pass right now for new members is $1 for 3 months. So,
is it right now?
Yeah, for new members.
I feel like
new
that's
members,
like a constant thing.
Yeah,
dude, they're doing deals all the time to get people in.
I remember the first
just-
time I signed up, it was like the $1 deal, and then I just did it for a month, and then I quit. A couple months later, I got the same deal. Like, damn, generous.
Yeah,
That is very
they're all
generous. They'll
about
let you do it
trying
more
to.
than once.
Yeah,
They're all about trying to suck people into the ecosystem.
hell yeah.
So
Suck me, Xbox.
If my stream was still going, I'd put that in my quote system.
Mm.
Oh
But,
my god!
Xbox treats me right.
Oh man, that was too good. All right, that's a good way to end the stream. I hope you all have a good night. We will probably be playing games if Tim can figure his life out.
Yep.
So, yeah, just check back with us here in a few minutes. Okay, love you.
Love you guys. Bye. I'm waiting for Tim's delayed goodbye.
I'm not saying it.